Hello, my friends. John LaRuffa here with another Unbiased unboxing. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the adventure chest for Lost Ruins of Arnak. Now, this is basically a big box for the base game, but it also has base and a couple expansions. But it does have an expansion literally taped to the back. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got. Okay, folks, and as usual, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And if you have, I really do appreciate the support. Thank you very much. So this wasn't a cheap expansion, so to speak, and I will definitely admit that prudence was not really a part of this purchase. I really did want both the big box and the actual, let me just get this out of here so you can see it, and the final expansion. Maybe it's not the final expansion, but this new expansion, Twisted Paths, and I have it all barely crammed into the base game box. So I'm a sucker for organization. I'm not going to claim that this is maybe the most responsible acquisition, but here we go. Anyway, so this was actually the selling point, and I will give them big kudos for how they laid this out, because they show you exactly how you're going to put everything in there. It's going to sort and organize things, which I think is really helpful. This game, when you get it all out and you set it up, you kind of have to, just it's a lot to kind of throw all over the table to get going. So having these different trays and these things and tiles, etc., I think is just going to make it a lot easier. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at, let's do this. Let's set this aside for a second. Let's take a look at the expansion, just in case you're like, I don't care about any of that. We'll look at the expansion first. There's this board here, and it's not just the board. I mean, the components and stuff will be in the actual box, but it's interesting they had to literally put this on the outside. I don't know why they did that. Okay, I got it stuck to my table. Man, hang on. All right, so when we take a look at this board here, we have two sides to it. Carefully undo it here. This is the first side, which looks a lot like the tropical island looking thing that you expect from this game. And of course, it's beautifully illustrated, as they all have been, which is cool. You can see the different tech trees and different things over there. So that's side number one. And then when we flip it over carefully, hopefully, we've got this other side, which looks dramatically different. Oh man, that light couldn't be worse. How's that? Hope I didn't block out the other one. Let me move this camera over here a second. And that's just transferring the problem. Okay, we're going to do it this way. So anyway, here we have this, which looks fairly similar to the other stuff, but you've got this side, which is definitely different. We'll kind of move that over so you can see it. So here we have all sorts of different looking paths and spots, different things there that look very different than what you'd expect from the other game. Let me just flip it back to this side in case you didn't get a good look. I wasn't paying close enough attention to the glare. Yeah, so here's this side, a little less glary. So cool looking boards. All right, set this aside. Now, what's inside the box proper? Okay, in the big box, we have spacers for the boards, I'm assuming. Set those aside. And then more spacers, nothing in there. So we've got stuff for our tiles. We'll go inside these. This storage solution and this tile tray over here. Go over there. This with some new tokens here these black ones. And here we've got a couple of things that will need stickers for lanterns. And then we have these right here. Going below it, now we have the rest of the content for the expansion. So we have the plugs for the other stuff and their apps. And then the rules for Twisted Path. So it's got a little story using the expansion, the components, the Spider Temple, so that's the one that's in the dark side, and the Owl Temple, the one that's on the right, the light side. Solo variants, how to do that. The solo mini expansion, which I appreciate. So there's 2 of those, and then some thank you and information there, and then the game index. Okay, and now from a component standpoint, here we have the different tiles. Always very colorful. And these tiles over here. So we're going to have to see how that all integrates. But I'm excited to get it all in the box, get it all organized, be a little OCD with the whole thing, and then give it a try. And as usual, when I finally do, and I also will review, I think, some of the other expandable content, I'll bust out a couple of videos and let you know. Oh, and this is nice. They do kind of show you how it all is supposed to go in, and they give you a little insert guide, which is very appreciated, and a good use of box space on the side there, too. The rest of it's cool-looking illustrations. All right, thanks so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Whatever you do in the future, I really hope you have a fantastic time doing it. Take it easy.